Even though I say that, I think that's probably what makes this one of my favorite cities. Alright guys, this is travel day 242. 2 days I'm in the streets of Hanoi, Vietnam. It's absolutely crazy here. So today I am just walking around exploring the different markets. Old Town here in Hanoi has 36 ancient streets. Each street sells different products. So I'm guessing this is the flower lamp street. I'm not sure who all's buying all these flower lamps every day in order to keep these places open, because I know that the rent here is very expensive. Every street is different. There's one street with silk clothing products, all sorts of different stuff. Guessing this is a school that just let out. All right, bun cha hung cut. This is it. I just want. Let's go. Alright, so this restaurant is really cool because you don't actually order any food. You just sit down and they bring you what they've got. So this is the bun cha. It's a soup with beef, and you get a couple spring rolls, peppers, and then the rice noodles to go with it. So the actual main restaurant is the house back there, but they've extended into the alleyway to be able to have more seating. Alright, I have not had coffee yet today, so I'm going to go try some egg coffee here in Vietnam for the first time. Egg coffee was invented back in like 1940s during like the French colonial era because they didn't have much milk. So they came up with this mixture of like condensed milk, sugar, and egg whites maybe, I'm not sure. And so it's kind of like a dessert coffee, but it's still popular today. And they've got it at most of the places here, but I haven't had it yet. So this is the Silver Street, one of the 36 streets here in Old Quarter in Hanoi. A lot of Asian countries do this. They put all the people that are working in the same industry on the same street. If you need anything with silver, jewelry, things like that, then you'd come down to this street and you'd pick your favorite store, I guess. All right, getting closer to the coffee. There's a lot of coffee shops here. Maybe this is Coffee Street.
现在是喝咖啡。
Coffee. It is Cafe Young. Oh, it's this alleyway coffee. Sweet. Egg coffee. Here? Or upstairs? Oh, cool. Here's the menu. Alright, so this egg coffee is super interesting. It is not what I was expecting. So it's kind of like I got a gel on the top. It's very creamy with some ice in there. And there's not much coffee, it doesn't look like. It looks like maybe just some espresso on the bottom. So it's definitely a dessert. It's like a cream, almost like an icing. Mix it up. Tastes almost like a bowl of custard, but cold. Alright, so I got my second coffee from the same place. So this was definitely a lot stronger. I'm heading down to a temple. Alright, so across the street here is the Hon Kiem Lake. And if you listen as I walk by the men here, they'll be yelling hey at you. They try to get your attention. That's every country's a little bit different, but here they use the word hey just to try to get you to look. The trick is not to make eye contact. Just keep looking where you're going. There's a lot of scams here. Well, a lot of non-scams too, is they'll try to get you to get a massage or to sell you something. This temple was closed the other day. Here it seems like a lot of the stuff, government stuff in the temples close around noon for some reason, and then they reopen at 1:30. Oh, here's a ticket office. Okay, I need to get my cash out. 50,000. Thank you. Thank you. This face tracking thing. Loves it. So now anywhere I turn my face, the camera will follow. So cool. It's like having my own cameraman. And I can flip the camera around, show you what I'm looking at without having to cut the video. So awesome. See if this place was worth 50,000. Not sure what I'm doing. This place is really small. I'm not really a temple guy. I don't enjoy going to too many temples. I go to now a couple in every country, usually the big ones, or if I happen to be near one, I will go hop in. But I'm usually kind of disappointed. So here in Hanoi, you've got several different modes of transportation. So these are little tour carts that run around. I think you can book them. They go around for 30 minutes or so around certain areas of the city, around the Old Quarter and the lake here. And then you can also get these little guys pretty much anywhere in the city. And honestly, it's kind of embarrassing, I think, to be in one of these. So they just go so slow and they hold up traffic everywhere, especially in the small streets and Old Quarter. There's a water puppet theater here. I'm not sure what that is, but I've seen it pop up on a few lists on must-do things here in Hanoi. I'm not sure if it's going to be exciting for me, but I'm going to look at how much it is. Oh, the next one's not until 3 o'clock. I'm definitely not doing that. You can see they've taken over all the sidewalks here with the stores. So everybody's forced to walk in the streets. It's like I've been to some cities where there's no sidewalks. That's one thing. But when the city actually builds sidewalks in, and then everybody's taking over the sidewalks, it does make for an interesting culture. For the restaurant scene, that's fine. But then when the stores do it, like over here, and then the motorcycles take over their extra space with parking, then it forces everybody, including cars, buses, and bikes, onto the street. Makes it very difficult to get around the city. But it is fun. This is actually one of my favorite cities. Even though I say that, I think that's probably what makes this one of my favorite cities. It's the craziness of it. So Vietnam has all these restaurants, as you just saw, just sitting on the sidewalks. And their health hygiene is questionable. So here's an example of where they clean in the street. They clean all the dishes right here on the street. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they still probably clean, but probably not to the best standards. You should definitely always clean your own utensils here in Vietnam. So if you've got the limes at your table, what you do is you take one of your limes with the, I can't remember the name of this thing, but it's like a lime. And so you just rub it on the end that you're going to eat with. And then after you're done,
You smell my tea?
take a napkin and you wash it off. You'll see other locals doing that as well. They do. So this is definitely a more local side of town. A lot less bikes, cars, and a lot more like local type stores for ingredients and hardware stuff. Doggy. Hello, Mr. Dog. So when I walk the streets of a new city, I normally don't have a plan. I just start walking, and then every now and then I like to look left or look right, and a street feels right. And so I will take that turn and just start walking down that street for a while until another street calls my name. It's actually how I find a lot of things to do. You know, if you take a taxi directly to your destination, you're going to get to your destination and then you're not going to know where to go or what to do next. So if you're walking or taking your own bike or something, you may find something that pulls you in, and then from there you may meet somebody that you end up going to do something else with. So you'll eventually make it to your destination, but it may be at the end of the day or the next day, or maybe you don't make it there. But that's the interesting part of travel, is constantly ending up in new places. I almost never make plans and it's been interesting now for 8 months. So I'm planning on doing it for another 8 months.